Hey, welcome to Chips and Salsa. I'm Jerry.
I'm CRob.
On this show, we talk about security at Intel, and today we are going to talk with Patrick Bohart about Intel's transparent supply chain process. So let's cut to Patrick and learn about that.
Let's take a look.
Patrick, thank you for joining us on Chips and Salsa to talk about Intel's transparent supply chain. Can you just um, introduce yourself, what your role is here at Intel, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. Patrick Bohart. I'm Director of Planning and Business Development for Intel's Software Security and Services Group. We're the organization that built and offers the transparent supply chain service to our OEM and ODM customers.
Very nice. Well, since you said the name, maybe could you describe for our customers and viewers what is the Intel transparent supply chain?
Sure. As electronic devices are manufactured, Intel has a unique opportunity to capture information, given the fact that the CPU was one of the very first components to fire up on the platform. We've built a set of tools that can capture information, including what active components are on the platform, what facility are you in, what country are we in, who's the ODM manufacturer, who's the OEM manufacturer. We gather this information as the product is being built from the motherboard, as the motherboard is assembled with drives and memory put into a rack, even to the degree that we can capture information about software that's being loaded on the platform. And then once we have all this information captured, we link it to the system using the TPM, the Trusted Platform Module, as the root of trust. So we can provide a somewhat comprehensive view of where, by whom, and with what a system was manufactured, provide that as a cloud service, and then and ensure that the data that the end user is receiving is attestable to a particular system. So we're just trying to remove barriers of trust so that our customers can have deeper insights into how, where, and by what systems were built.
That's pretty neat.
How do we describe the benefit of this to customers?
Sure. There are a growing set of regulations and requirements around two-level traceability. Where in the past it was acceptable to know and to trust that a system was coming from, say, Lenovo, these growing regulations and requirements are asking end customers, cloud service providers, and IT departments to validate that beyond Dell, who is Dell doing business with, or who is Lenovo doing business with, or what countries were involved in the manufacture of a particular device. And what transparent supply chain is able to do is provide that record and allow organizations to respond to a growing set of concerns, homeland security concerns, you name it, avoidance of counterfeit product, et cetera, et cetera. By providing these data sets that we can capture, organizations are better able to respond to these growing set of regulations.
Mm-hmm. This is really interesting and pretty amazing. If I was a customer, how could I learn more about this program?
Well, Intel, you can Google Intel Transparent Supply Chain and information will pop up. We have a series of collaterals that we have published that describe the process and explain how either an end user or an ODM can get involved. There is if you are a manufacturer, there is a process that you engage in with Intel where we license the tools to you and set you up on a process to self-certify, and then we can work with you to get all the way up to how end customers retrieve the data sets from the cloud service. So Intel.com is always your best place to go. If the security report that Jerry's organization publishes every year has information in there on transparent supply chain, so that's another great asset, a great place to start as always for Intel security related questions. And
So if I got this if I understand this right, the end customer who would be interested, so somebody purchasing systems, they would work through their system manufacturer to get set up on this. Is that correct?
Right. You can talk to your Intel salesperson. Our sales team is well versed on the service and how to get involved and the types of assets that are available. If you're a Lenovo customer, they're our biggest partner in this solution. Talk to your Lenovo sales rep. Dell has a solution, although they're not using our solution exactly. We've worked very closely with Dell to ensure that their solution is compatible with ours. Similar situation with HPE in the server space. The HPE solution is compatible with Intel Transparent Supply Chain. So talk to your Intel sales executive, talk to your OEM or ODM sales exec, and they can point you to how to access these valuable collaterals, data collaterals that can be obtained with the systems that you purchase.
Very nice. Well, thank you for joining us today, Patrick, to share a little bit about the Intel Transparent Supply Chain. Very educational.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Wow, that was a really interesting conversation with Patrick about the Intel Transparent Supply Chain. And we also have a sister video. We talked with Lenovo about their implementation of the Transparent Supply Chain. You also should review.
And
Great.
that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.